Hey guys, we are Mystic Tales. Welcome to our favorite dice rolling game where we all make rash decisions and get way too into character. How you guys doing?
Doing good. I'm excited to see how crappy these metal dice you got roll.
Doing fantastic.
Alright. Well, listen. Last session, the party rushed to the compound of the Wardens and hoped they would beat the opposing group of Crimson Blades that were sent to exterminate the backbone of the slowly reviving ancient society. Arlil, headmaster of Earth, allowed the party to rest for the night and hurriedly transported them to their destination via teleportation circle. Unfortunately, they were just a bit too late. They arrived to a gruesome scene, finding many of the Crimson Blades being slain, but eventually they were able to overwhelm Artemis, and he ultimately succumbed to his wounds. Fulfilling Artemis' final wish, Drock uncovered the secrets lying in the ruins of the once ancient flying city. Upon the Warden's oath being spoken, the long-forgotten minor deity, Ilarion, warlord of Equilibrium, was aroused from their slumber and appointed Drock the leader of the Wardens. Now, we open with the party as they make the solemn journey back to Cloria with one less member for some much needed rest and time to reflect on what has transpired. Unfortunately, Albus is unable to be here today, so we are going to do it without him.
Hi-ho, 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 the way we go.
So, Moors, how did you feel about last session as far as what happened? Like, how does Moors feel about what went on last session?
Well, there's a large part that Morris has no idea what happened because he stayed back at the compound. This compound was in the desert, wasn't it?
Yeah, like desert adjacent, like on the edge of.
It reminds him of what he slightly remembers coming to be like. Not that he has much memory of it. But he just explored the compound and looked for enemies while they were taking care of what they needed to help support that role.
What about you, Reuben? How does Reuben feel about what happened last session?
That was a lot.
Meeting a god, a literal minor deity.
Literally meeting a deity and then listening to this guy scream bloody murder from the entrance of a cave was absolutely hilarious because it's like, you want some help? I can't come in? You're screwed. You roll like shit. I would say that he was more surprised than anything, just due to the end game of the entire situation and Drock making the decisions that he made to join this deity and his ghostly companionship.
Well, as y'all near the city of Cloria, heading back, you know in the direction that you're going, there isn't supposed to be a large plume of smoke coming out the direction of the city.
Well, that doesn't appear to be a great sign.
Something's on fire.
I hope it's not the No Name Tavern.
Anything but the tavern.
We're too far away to see what it is, right?
Yeah, the actual city and its walls are kind of like, you can probably start seeing the tips of buildings at this point. It's not really in view, but you can definitely see.
You see the smoke up in the air.
Okay, I guess we're just gonna continue.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to
quicken our pace towards the smoke.
Okay, so 11. As you actually near the city, it's not in the city that's smoking. It's just outside of the city and sort of a more forested area. That's where the smoke's coming from.
Well, looks like we're going to be nosy.
Oh, forest fire!
Only you can prevent forest fires.
So as y'all near over there where the smoke's coming from, you see probably 4 or 5 people holding buckets and just kind of watching as this house is just ablaze. Holding some of the buckets are on the ground, some of them are just holding buckets, but they're just kind of just looking at this house burn.
Are they just empty buckets?
Yep.
You just put water in the buckets. What are you doing?
Huh. Don't you wish we had a wizard here?
Really?
Can I perceive if there's somebody in the house, or well, let me ask them if there's somebody in the house, or
Yeah.
there's somebody in the house?
Yeah, there's people in the house. Well, there were people in the house.
Shit. Were? Past tense?
Yeah.
Can I go to see if I can get people out?
It's like completely engulfed.
Oh.
Okay, so whose house is it?
Have you spent much time in Gloria?
No.
Not a lot of time?
I have not.
I wouldn't know.
Okay. What do you roll to investigate charred bodies?
Well, you'd have to wait for it to stop burning.
Jumping the gun a little here. I would say we at least, you know, these guys holding all these fucking buckets.
Okay, let me ask this. How much time did you spend in Gloria?
Oh, gosh. I mean, really, it was more of a pass-through kind of thing. Just kind of on my way through to the next city.
What kind of house is it? Is this like a nice house?
No, this was...
It's on fire, so it's obviously not that nice.
It used to be a nice house.
It's an older house. It's pretty big, probably 2 stories. There's like a meadow around it, a bunch of mushrooms. There's a well out front of the house.
Dude, this is the Seven Dwarfs house.
Snow White's crispy.
Prince Charming didn't get there in time.
No. So I guess we'll do what we can to fill these buckets up with some freaking water.
Is there a creek nearby that we know of?
There's a well, like, right...
Yeah.
Oh, a well.
Like you see these people standing here watching the house burn, and there's a well right behind them, and they're not doing anything.
Okay.
I'm sitting here trying to be quiet just for the sole purpose of I'm not here.
Yeah.
So
Okay, you're doing a real shit job.
I'm sitting here thinking I just heard this man describe this house and say there's a well, and they're both going, let's try to find some water. Is there a creek?
I would say it's obvious enough that these people are, like, they saw the fire, brought buckets, and then decided not to help.
Ooh. Okay. Well,
and that would make more sense.
Why not try to talk to the people? Maybe try to find out more about the
I'm
home?
just going to pull out a sword and start swinging.
Actions speak louder than words. I'd like to fill the bucket.
He's literally fighting the fire.
No, you see! Get back, you bastard!
This thing killed ghosts. Barely, but it did.
It might have given the ghost a flesh wound. It's fine. Yeah, I guess we could, hey, what the fuck is going on? What's happening here?
While he's talking, I'm filling buckets.
This is the home of the Coven of Pentacles, which is
Oven of Tentacles.
they owned the store in town called the Crafty Crow.
People with money, we help them.
They're witches.
Well, they're dead. So
No,
Are
witches. If they're witches, I don't know.
Hold on. Are they witches or are they hags? Very different.
They're witches.
What'd you call me?
Alright, I'll keep
fairy
filling
tale.
buckets.
But we're not a big fan of witches around here, so
That's why everybody was like, they realized whose house it was, and they were like, hey, we're gonna...
yeah, that's what you would gain from
Okay.
I'd like to start
that. Not
throwing
really popular people in town.
water on the house.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just for the good karma, because witches are sneaky bitches.
this isn't Red Dead, homie.
But Karma's real. I don't care.
So y'all start pouring water buckets on it, and the first one's like, ta-ding!
Yeah,
in the back of your head because you got like plus 10 karma.
I'm gonna start spitting on it.
Sorry. So, at what point? How long do you want to stay here? I mean, it's going to burn to the ground.
I mean, if it's gonna burn to the ground, then I guess we'll let Mr. Moore's over here just toss some water at it, and then I'll question the people around and just kind of see what the headspace of the crowd is. Be like, what?
Well, you pretty much got it when you talked to dude.
He's just
We're done talking to him, and we can't save this house at all.
Pretty much.
Okay, then I guess we can just leave it. Well, let's gather. What's the names of the hags, witches?
You would gather that would be
So the shop that they owned was the what in the Crow?
It was the Crafty Crow.
Crafty Crow.
Was the shop that they owned. This was known as the Coven of Pentacles.
I take it tentacles with a P.
Oven
Yes.
of Tentacles.
Yeah, with a P. Drusilla Moonstone was one of the members.
Is it Moonstone?
Durcilla.
Yeah.
What was the name of that store?
The
Crafty Crow.
There were 3 others. There was one they called Mother Moon. There was Luna Darkwood.
Sensing a theme here.
That's what I was thinking.
And Cordelia Bloodmoon.
That's definitely 4.
Wasn't that a Far Cry game?
What?
No, it was Blood Cry. It wasn't Blood Moon.
Do you think she has Darkwood?
Cordelia who?
That's gross.
Blood
Bit of
Moon.
valid question.
Very valid. See, every time I think of a witch, though,
Am I the only one that noticed him that he said that there was 3 witches in this house?
Sorry, I was mistaken. There was 4.
And there was 4?
That was the entirety of the coven.
Oh. Everybody's gone.
So the whole goddamn thing. So that means that their shop is unattended,
Yeah,
and I'm a thief.
Oh, you crafty.
this is correct.
Crafty little motherfucker.
Technically.
We were thinking the same thing. I just didn't say it.
Yeah, well, I'm fucking. We're gonna go check that out because obviously that might lead us into the side
good
quest of
karma.
figuring out why the house burnt and if it was intentional or unintentional, and also loot the shit out of their stuff.
Okay, let's do this. As y'all get into the main gates of Chloria, you actually hear a voice in your head.
Oh shit!
It's a familiar voice. This is Arlel. She says, "Whenever you get time, I need you to come see me."
How do I spell her name?
Arelel. Arlel.
Gotcha. Alright, so we go rob the Crafty Crow blind. That's not really robbing, they're dead, they can't use any of it anyway.
Not wrong.
Just by the way, he didn't hear the voice too. You're the only one that heard it,
Oh,
so
I
you're
know.
gonna have to tell him.
Oh, I know. So that's our plan.
Okay.
And then we gotta go meet Arlo.
Who's Arlo?
You'll find out when we get there. It's a friend.
A friend. Okay.
Don't worry, she's not a witch.
He was there. He's met her before.
Yeah, you met her.
Oh, okay.
When y'all
That's the
rested.
one that teleported us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she
that
needs us
Part of the recap.
needs
know
us
who's paying
hastily, but there's some thieving afoot that we could get done swift like because obviously if nobody cared about them and they're not helping her burn their house down, then they're not going to care if their stuff goes missing.
Sure. Let's go check it out. Let's go see if they're there or if they were in the house maybe.
And this is where I find some boots that may or may not be enchanted.
I don't think that's how that works.
Okay, to be fair, I cannot give you an entire loot's worth of a magic shop. So
Get 1 item apiece.
I'm in it for the shoes because that was my plan anyway. If they got something in there that's going to make me better than what I do, I'll take the one thing.
Are you bad at what you do?
No, I'm great at what I do. That's why I carry this fucking team.
Then why do you need so much help?
Why do you think I'm as good as I am? I'm not raw dogging it.
Damn it, the modesty on this.
he is what he is.
I calls it how I sees it.
You weren't that good. Grot caught you.
God caught me and then died. How many times did I save you?
point.
So the plan is to go to the Crafty Crow?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so y'all probably don't know where the Crafty Crow is, but it's easy enough to find.
It's got a
Ask
sign up
questions.
front. It's
There's
like, where's it at?
definitely-
It's named unlike the bar.
There's definitely a group, like walking in and out, carrying stuff.
So we're like,
Like you're not the first with this idea.
Damn.
hey, we know these guys. We just-
You're not the first with this idea, so pretty much everything's been taken out.
One of the DMs
they're-
is smarter than you are. They planned all your things.
No.
through.
Hold on, they're witches. They wouldn't have all the good stuff just hiding, sitting out on the floor.
Well, let's go inside.
Let's go inside.
Damon's like, no, they'd put it on an end cap.
Put it on the cap. This planogram sucks.
Okay, so if you want to go into the Crafty Crow,
I'm getting too real here. I'm getting flashbacks.
so it's like a small green, like cottage style building.
Mhm.
It's kind of out of place.
All the other buildings are straight. It sits at a slant.
This is what you
Somebody
tell a witch out there.
make a. If you want to look for things, make perception.
Okay.
Is it a 20?
Just add your perception modifier.
13 plus.
Perception will be in your S star.
Got you. 13 plus 9.
13 plus 9.
Mine is also a 13 plus 9.
Oh, yeah.
22 for both of you. Behind the counter, kind of obscured, there is a. It looks like it can be moved. Like there's probably a.
Trapdoor type deal.
Yep.
Alright. Push it, digging.
It's locked.
Break the lock and push it, digging.
I'd like to see if I can open it.
Okay.
You want me to roll strength for that?
Are you trying to unlock it or are you trying to break it?
Why wouldn't the thief be able to lock pick it?
Dude, do you have
Are
thieves'
you
tools?
here? Shut the fuck up.
Do you have thieves' tools?
I don't. I mean, I've got a dagger and some ninja stars.
You can attempt to. Hey, let's.
I'm not a strong point.
You could attempt to make like disable device. I think.
Oh, I can do that.
I believe that's the correct.
I don't need to yell.
No, sorry.
I'm the deaf one here, and I'm being inside.
It's because you're not in scene right now.
Well, it's a 10. It's 5 plus a 5.
So you get 15.
Nope.
He struggled with it.
Oh.
He struggled with it for a few
15
minutes.
total.
No, it's a 10 total.
10. Yeah, you can.
He kind of fumbled around with it.
Hey,
and then-
let me try.
I've never seen a lock like this before.
Alright, so it's 16 plus. What am I rolling for?
Disable
Strength?
device. No.
Show
It's
all.
towards the top.
No, be sure you
Yeah,
show all.
16 plus 4.
16 plus 4, 20. This one's a little harder than you would think.
Me too.
Interesting. I wonder if it's enchanted.
So y'all don't leave empty-handed. I'll say that you spot a little bottle.
Wait, well, can't we physically try and open this thing?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I'm rolling strength for this?
You can just make an attack if you would like.
Okay. uh, 14.
Do damage.
Oh.
This is taking a lot longer than I thought it would.
Here we are, just trying to.
If only they knew what we.
It's a 9. Am I doing 2 attacks
9.
for this?
It's up to you. The first one is not going to break it.
Not gonna hit or not gonna break it?
Not going to break it.
Fuck. 22.
You're hitting a lock. It's not hard to miss.
Okay.
First one.
7.
7. Yeah, I'll say you can break it.
Okay.
You open it and there is a there's a dagger in there.
Huzzah!
It's got
Dibs.
like etchings on it.
Dibs.
It's got etchings on it.
You already have one, don't you?
I've got 2 of them.
Oh.
Well, pretty much everybody has a dagger, just a mundane dagger.
Oh,
It's like carrying a pocket knife.
okay. But this one's.
This one's a witch dagger.
Anybody can have a boot dagger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody's got a baby knife. Baby knife.
But this one is you're not sure what it is, but it's definitely matte. Like it's got runes carved on it.
Probably possessed.
Okay, I take it.
Okay.
I slowly start
Anything
taking damage.
It stings to pick up.
Is there anything else in the store that's
With
left?
the perception roll, I'll say that there is a little glint of a bottle stuck behind,
a single
kind of
pair
shoved
of
into a
boots.
corner.
Single pair of boots. You want me to roll for it?
No, just go pick up the bottle.
Okay, let's go pick up the bottle. What's in the bottle?
Oh, I don't need to hold hands to pick up this bottle.
You might. I'm small.
So you get the bottle. Of course, you don't know what it is. It's not labeled at the moment. So
Drink it.
Drink it, you pussy.
I'm not here. I'm just here as a bad influence.
It's probably Cusco's poison.
Poison for Cusco's.
Okay. And so that's it.
So we got it. I'm not gonna drink it. That's not what we're doing.
I allowed y'all to have a couple things. Yes.
Is that is there like a back area where they would have been?
No, it's pretty much open.
Just open.
Okay, so there's no clues to like where they could have been if they weren't at home.
Or
Okay.
any signs of what might have led someone to want to, burn their house down with them in it? Other than the fact that they're witches and they weren't really very sought after anyway.
Alright, I guess we'll leave.
Alright, sounds good. Let's go to, where is it that Arlel is?
She is the headmaster of the magic school Upuxearth.
Got you. We're heading there because I can't spell it. So we'll say it.
Puxers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going there. We're going to go see what she needs because she tickled my brain and told me I needed to come see her, and it was kind of weird.
Y'all head into Upuxearth,
Just keep going.
and you see Arlel standing there. She's with somebody you don't recognize. It's sort of a definitely human, but it looks like he's been through some stuff. You're not sure what. Probably some sort of fight. He appears to be quite larger. Like it kind of reminds you of how Phalus was in size. Like it's definitely
Andre the Giant looking motherfucker.
yeah. Like
If he was in Dark Souls, he'd like heavy roll, huh?
Huh?
If he was in Dark Souls, he'd heavy roll.
yes,
Definitely an orc in Skyrim.
but
They're massive.
larger guy. There's not too much about him. Of course, he's wearing armor. He's definitely some sort of person that
Big
is
brute.
familiar with fighting. But other than that, there's not a whole lot about him. Other than just he's like a more muscular, of course, bigger in literal size guy.
Alright, Arlo, who's the giant?
This is Rexar.
Rexar.
He's a member of
2 X's.
the former group known as the Rowdy Rebels. On their journey to Mount Camfort, they were assailed by a man named Vessel Taurus and his acolytes. Rexar and one other member survived. One they called Drusilla, that was also part of that group, stayed behind, and
Drusilla Moonstone?
yes, the same people. Of course, I'm sure you've seen the smoke. She stayed behind while they went ahead and were heading to Mount Camfort. And
This
I
motherfucker
guess-
burnt the house down.
the same people that attacked that group also burned the place down.
Are you a witch?
Did you burn the house down? Because I found this bottle in their shop and I don't know what it is. It wasn't labeled and I'm scared to drink it. Do you want to drink it?
Great thief. Terrible snitch.
Terrible snitch. So, hello, Rexar.
Hello.
Or as we will call you, Reptar.
Hello, boy.
Boy. Oh, you're going to have a whole fucking...
You're gonna be this guy.
He's going to be the fucking god of war. Alright. Listen to the boy. So, Arlo, what is the introductions about? What is what does Rexar have to do with anything going on that we have are in right now.
So, as I said,
We don't want to babysit somebody else.
as I said before, he is a member of the former group known as the Rowdy Rebels. They were going after a very powerful mage of sorts that apparently got to them first. Something that we kind of kept under wraps. It's the same reason that I'm sure as you've seen when you walked in, the tip of the tower of the school has been broken off. You would have known about this. This happened right after the graduation.
Mm-hmm.
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
Like I said, we've tried to keep this under wraps, but that was what him and his group were dealing with, and this is kind of where it gets interesting. The other member that survived chose to go to her family and stay, and understandably she's chosen to not continue the mission.
The remaining member being Drusilla Moonstone, is that correct?
No.
Oh. So she's dead?
The remaining member was named Barley Keenblade. She is family of the Kenblades, which are founders of this city. So this leaves Rexar alone, but he can't do this by himself. This is no ordinary quest, and I wouldn't ask you to take all this on if I had any other choice in the matter, but I do trust you for the most part, and really you're the only option. This is beyond any other threat any of you have ever faced previously, so don't take this lightly or as idle talk. I understand if you need some time to deliberate, but on behalf of Gloria, I humbly ask you to help with this.
So, Rexar, it looks like you need a team and we need a quest. We can help you.
For a price. Does it talk?
As far as I know,
it's his turn now. He doesn't want to.
No, don't get bashful now.
A lot of his group is, understandably, he's probably quiet. A lot of his group is not returning.
Right. Obviously, he's going through a lot. All right.
Well, is this really the best that you could come up with?
Well, it's not only the best; it's the only.
Yeah. So not only are we your burden,
What
we're
happened
ours.
to the other guy that you told me about? The leader of the wardens.
He died.
I'm actually not sure. I tried to contact him. He didn't.
He got tired of being in the game. It just says he wasn't good enough for it, so he got out of the game.
He's a ghost now.
Interesting.
Not because he died, but because he chose to be one.
Above the table, by the way, I would also like to mention that in that fight where he fought the embodiment of Vandarin, those negative levels, rules as written, would have killed him.
Yeah, we know.
I
would
did
have
not
been
know that,
super dead.
but we are going to say that
He did not die.
That he didn't die
He's now
because
an
I
ethereal
wouldn't
being.
have. I wouldn't have played it like that.
Right.
We just see him in the distance.
He got
Luke
schwacked,
Skywalker, what
got
does it look
lucky,
like?
smacked it with a great sword, and then now he's a ghost.
So I can see you've handed me some comedians of sorts. The small child-looking thing is quite annoying.
He doesn't stop.
Whatever the other thing is we won't even go there. But if this is the best that we've got, I guess it'll do.
I mean, if you want our help, you can't be picky. Beggars can't be choosers.
It's also like
Is there any other part of this group that I should know about? Anybody else I'm gonna have to keep alive?
Well, we do have a mage. He's off wandering somewhere.
No, Albus is with y'all. He's just kind of not speaking.
Gotcha. So we have a mage. He's just bashful too.
He looks extremely squishy, Arlo.
Very squishy.
Well, our kind is.
If you want a great nap, he's your guy.
And judging by how big you are, you nap often, big boy.
Maybe not as often as the last guy, but all right.
So where should we start, Arlo?
Well, the first thing is they're going to need to be briefed. We need to get with the king so he understands what's going on. You know how important this is. They don't. So we need to get with the king. Between us three, we can brief them on everything this is going to go with. So.
So I would say at this point, we have left Arlo's quarters. So here's the gist of it, guys. Long story short, I don't really have time for this. The guy that we're going after is stronger than anything you will ever face, have ever faced, and probably will ever exist in this world or any world ever.
It's the ghost.
He is the mage known as Vissel Torres. You'll have to give
These
them the
fucking names, bro.
You'll have to give them the spelling.
I'm just fucking winging it.
That's fine.
Torres?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's alright.
All one word.
Oh, it's all.
Yeah, Vissel Torres.
Okay, we'll just. Yeah.
He is extremely.
Hyphen.
He's probably, I would venture to say, just in the few interactions that my crew had with some people that were involved with him, he's probably one of the most, if not the most powerful mage in the entire land. The last known record that me and the Rowdy Rebels found was we went to the castle, which was his last known whereabouts, done some searching, and we found an old trade log that said that he had went to Mount Camfort, and that is where me and the crew were headed when we all decided to part ways. And he eventually, I guess, attacked everybody individually except for me and Farley. And as far as I know, I'm learning now that Drusilla's dead and her entire coven has been burned alive. I'm not sure about the other little guy. Haven't heard anything from him either. Probably wouldn't hurt to try to figure out where he's at. I was kind of really hoping to get to meet this Drock character. I heard he helped my family.
Do we know anything about that?
They don't.
Y'all wouldn't. Albus would.
Albus has
He
marbles
says
in his
that.
mouth, so.
He says. I told y'all about us killing that werewolf.
Mm-hmm.
The werewolf that we killed was the one that was bothering a farmer's cattle.
Mm-hmm.
And that farmer was.
He's dead?
I assume.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're him.
Yes.
Okay.
You're the farmer?
I'm the son.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember
Did
the
you come
farmer
home
saying
on
something.
Sunday?
Remember the farmer saying something about his son had been giving them money after a wolf attack. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, your mother and sister are still at the compound.
No, different.
No,
That's the werewolf family.
Gotcha. So,
Werewolf.
Don't tell him that.
My family on the farm that was attacked by the werewolf. They were
got you.
killing my
Okay, that's
family's
where I'm
cattle.
confused. Got you.
I just
cows.
Arlo, if you have a chance to speak with that man at all, give him my dear thanks for protecting my family.
Of course.
You could probably pray to him. That'd
I'll
be
probably
quicker.
have to go see him.
Maybe a carrier pigeon of the celestial kind.
So that's the gist of it, guys.
So, question, Rexar, why were you and, forgive me, I forget her name, Farley, I'm not going to say favoritized, but why were you two the only ones that weren't killed if he is so powerful and strong and able?
As far as I know, it's just as much a mystery to you as it is to me. I'm not sure why me and her were left alone. I assume
You remember Farley, but she was a pretty agile character.
it was more, I think it might have been evasive. I believe she might have been able to evade attacks. Me, on the other hand, I mean, you see me. Not a whole lot of people really want to.
Kind of like a wall with legs.
So, 2 questions.
Oh, and at some point, that's going to drop.
Yeah.
It's probably about now.
Yeah.
So, this
I'm not as big anymore. I'm just ever so slightly smaller.
there's something off about you. I'm not sure what it is. We'll get to that. This Vissel Torres fellow, you said he's a very powerful mage. Does he have a school we could send our wizard to?
Yeah, because Albus needs some help.
This is not magic. This is more dark magic than it is light. So I don't think this is something you want your mage learning.
Albus he's just gonna turn around and head back to the school. He's like, I'm not doing this today.
He just
Y'all can
dips.
fill me in later.
And then, as far as the Rowdy Rebels go, you guys found out that Vissel Torres was at Mount Comfort.
Camphor.
Okay.
Close.
And then you guys just decided not to go after him, and you split up, disbanded.
We were on the way. We all had decided that we were going to stop by homes, tell loved ones, because Mount Camford is not a short trek. More than likely about a week away, I would assume.
So if you're looking at the world map, Floria is like kind of dead like equator, and Camphor is like Ireland. Like not North Pole, but like
For like 2 weeks.
yeah,
It's a journey.
But
through jungle.
we
Dense
decided that we were going to stock up for the journey.
Does your voice get lighter since you shrank?
No.
My question is, why did you shrink? What are you, Hulk?
So, to give you a little background on myself, I come from very simple means. Obviously, you've heard of my family. We owned a farm. The farm got attacked by wolves. I fought them off and then was attacked by some weird lady at the time that I had no idea who it was, who had magic hair, and an archer with some weird little creature that for some reason was obsessed with the stones and my axe. Once they realized that my strength was too much for them, we joined forces, and that was Drusilla Moonstone and Farley Kingblade. And we became the Rowdy Rebels, along with Torrance, I believe his name was.
McTerrence.
Very white man.
So we went adventuring. We stopped to gather supplies. Everybody went to their own homes, and I'm guessing that's when the attacks happened.
Okay. So, if you guys are being targeted, it's probably a good idea if we don't split up anymore and that you stay with us so we can protect you while we gather the supplies to be able to head out.
Yeah. I just don't like the way he's looking at me because I feel like he's going to pick me up and rip me in half. Mind you, we're on the same team here.
So what were your names again? Storm and
I am more Secretary.
Moors.
Reuven.
Reuven. That was it. Yeah.
It's like you're grooving, but it's Reuven.
Of course. Is he always that small?
Yes, he doesn't get bigger. He doesn't have party tricks. Well, not those kind of party tricks.
Are you always this annoying?
It never stops. We like to have fun around here.
That's how we pass the time. It's going to be a long journey.
Is there not sense of humor on your farm? You seem like a very cut and dry kind of person.
So, now I must go to the king,
horse.
and I must let the king know what is going on.
So y'all walk in.
Do you need backup or anything?
Arlo.
Protection?
Y'all are following Arlo. She walks in, finds somebody that looks kind of important. She kind of gives them a quick conversation, and she walks off for just a minute and then comes back, and then she asks y'all to follow. Y'all head up. You're the only one that would know this. Because the last time you were here, you killed somebody.
Correct.
In the king's castle.
We don't talk about that.
Those stairs in the corner of the
ones that I was trying to get to before I got fucking swifted.
Well, yeah. Y'all hit up a set of those stairs.
Okay.
And you're led to a room. The room's opened. Door closes behind you. Inside sits obviously the king. She says, if y'all haven't had the pleasure to meet, this is King Ulrich. And we need to discuss what we know about Visseltaurus. So King Ulrich, he like out of nowhere pulls a flask and like takes a drink of whatever it is and puts the lid back on.
Oh, this is a fun king.
And he looks stressed.
I was going to say, or the stressed king.
So she says, I guess I'll start. A little over 100 years ago, there was a kid. Not really a kid, he was an adult. That he was incredibly intelligent, but no matter how hard he studied, no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't make the magic work. Like, he knew the correct verbal components, the correct somatic components. It didn't matter. Whatever he tried to do, it wouldn't work. There were tales of him attempting to gain power in other means, sort of like taking oaths to the divine, or trying to make deals or pacts with less favorable entities that could grant him power. But either nobody wanted him or he was cursed. We're not sure what it was.
He's a redhead, huh?
Needless to say, he continued learning at the school, but just without the ability to actually cast magic of any spell of any sorts. Not even the most mundane. And then one day, he was able to. It started out small. He would be able to do just enough to get by, and then people started coming down with these weird afflictions. Not sickened, just kind of weak. And then eventually it turned into people disappearing. And what it was, we later found out, because shortly after he disappeared, once we started getting suspicious. I don't understand how it works or what it is, because I've never seen it before or since. But in order to use magic, the man Visseltaurus had to take it. Items, people. As far as I know, it started out small. He would take just enough from objects, and then, of course, he got greedy, as a lot of, powerful magic people get, and then he started taking it from people because there was more there, and then eventually he would take too much, and that's when people started disappearing, and then that's when he disappeared. Later on, we found out that he took a liking to dragons. He developed a way to, from my understanding, to summon dragons, capture them, and he would drain the magic from dragons, leaving them eventually to nothing but dust. And that's when we had I don't want to call it an infiltrator in the castle, but someone who represents dragons come in human form, and we didn't find this out until they revealed themselves, but they come as an emissary for the dragons, apparently the dragons from the area had gotten together, noticing a lot of their kin disappearing, and it's, you know, dragons don't meet, right? Dragons don't meet, at least very often. You know, you hear tales of dragons getting together when there's some sort of something important going on that they need to be involved in. But, you know, normally dragons are alone, you know, depending on what color or version of dragon they are. But apparently on the very rare occasion when something is involving them as a whole and their species, they get together. And upon seeing disappearances of their kin, they devised a plan. They sent an emissary to King Olrock's ancestor, the king at the time, and we began hatching a plan to storm the castle that Visitaurus and his small following had built. After planning and getting everything together, most of the mages and a group of dragons, and there was countless foot soldiers. We all traveled over to the castle, and there was battle had. It's hard for me to talk about. That's actually where Albus's parents died.
Does Albus know this?
Yeah, Albus knows.
Okay.
But eventually, and I can go over more details of that battle later, but eventually we were able to kill Visitaurus. But recently, a small group of his old acolytes, or people that found out about him and started worshiping him, or however that works, I'm not totally sure, but they managed to do some pretty messed up stuff, and from my understanding, from what the Rowdy Rebels had told me, resurrected him. So now not only is he back, he is back with a vengeance. And like Rexar was saying, they went to investigate his old castle. Of course, they stumbled upon the place where he was resurrected, and in his actual quarters there was a logbook, an ancient logbook of trade from It was a logbook of trade of massive amounts of vertiflux, with a name that I've never heard of, or as far as anybody else has ever heard of. That the trades were being had with. We're not sure if it was a city that they were trading this with, or some sort of location, but then the name was Mara or Mara Lithar. So they were on their way to investigate Camford, because we assume that that's where he was headed. You see, before he was killed, there were rumors that he was attempting to take over Chloria with his power. And that's when everything started being planned to take him down.
So you mean to tell me that dragons have meetings?
That's what you
You
got
know,
from this?
it was...
Bro, that's cool. What do you mean? I didn't know they were political.
Well, it's no small circumstance that something like that were to happen.
No.
You know, it's only ever talked about in
No.
myths. You know, dragons live to be forever old.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not common at all for something like that to happen. It has to be a big deal and pertain to the dragons for them to even consider it. generally dragons of their own subspecies don't like to get along, but under apparent special circumstances, they make.
Big lizards with wings, not a fan.
That was the non-political side. Can we get to the political side of it? Your school has a no child left behind policy? Because, like, you said he was failing and he was still at the school.
Well, again, he was very intelligent and he learned. We didn't understand, so we continue to help.
Another hot take is what's in the flask?
Like, I know he was doing it right. It's just that
whatever he was doing right was obviously wrong.
it just wasn't working.
I wonder if that's because, beings of power that know more than we do might have known that he was kind of shisty.
Could be, but whatever it is,
He's back, he's muffed people up, he's big mad, and now we gotta help Andre the Giant over here stop him.
That's the question.
Alright, so if you'll give us the supplies to be able to travel to Mount Camfort, and with some...
Go on.
A reward for completing this mission, I think we'll be on our way.
Something can be arranged.
Okay.
Also,
What is it that you need?
one, top of the list, timeout. I want to make sure he's not going to kill me.
Okay.
Because I heard him whispering and he's not saying nice things. He seems very aggressive.
Your Majesty, I am very sorry that this is all RLL could round up.
Do you have anything else to add as far as briefing goes?
Tell us your secrets, Captain.
He seems very, very dangerous. I didn't, in the short time that I knew Drusilla, I had no idea that anybody could take her down. So to know that he's managed to outsmart an entire coven of witches is it's very telling.
It seems like all he had to do was set their house on fire. Okay.
So supplies are easy enough.
This is 2 weeks away, right?
It's a
Like
it's a
that.
good distance.
It's a journey.
If it's
I have
two,
Roach. These two need horses.
If it's 2 weeks away, we need supplies for 3
I
weeks.
have a horse.
You have a horse? God, I feel sorry for that
Of
horse.
course you do.
God, I feel sorry for that horse.
It's a pony.
A cart can be procured if you would like one,
Yeah.
but understand that you're heading into dense jungle and off any main roads once you begin to get near the mountain.
I want a
There's not much,
documentation stating that anything that happens in these horses is not on us.
there's not much known about the area because it's pretty inaccessible. Generally, there's not really any society or anything around. So
Okay. Do we need anything else?
Is there something that we need to know before we leave now that we're not going to be able to turn back for? Because what would be your plan of action once we get there? Obviously, we can't just go in balls deep and start throwing stars at him.
Really, that's how I do things.
It didn't work out too well the last time.
It was, it helped a lot, the few encounters that we had with some of his acolytes, that we had a really talented witch and 2 extremely good archers.
So what'd you do?
Busted the door down so they could get in.
Pretty much. I swing my axe, I hit things, and they die. Are we sure I can't kill the whole thing?
Not if you want to survive all of this.
Look, you're very easy to be seen. He's not.
So let's do this.
Can't I just throw him there, Your Majesty?
Only if I get what's in his flask.
Is it no?
Alright, fine.
But
Clean.
so y'all can spend the next few days stocking up. Yeah, I mean, if you're not going to make it there on time, you're not going to make it there on time either way. Like, time has passed since they were attacked, so...
Good point.
if there's any sort of supplying that y'all need to do, shopping.
Is the Kinblade lady?
Farley.
Yeah, she's from this town, right? Her family owns this town.
Yes.
Yeah.
Should we go talk to Farley? Get some info for her if she's been attacked or anything, or maybe we should warn her that everybody else except the big boy has died.
Is there any way we can
Real
get
quick,
her...
let's keep in mind that time. We're at 55 minutes right now, so gonna have to wrap this up fairly quickly.
Is there any way that we can get Farley to go with us? She's your people. She knows what your guys are up against, and if we're the only help and you don't think you're happy about it, maybe she could join us.
I highly doubt that.
Okay.
I think Farley's given up adventuring.
Well, let's get the stuff that we need before we go on this adventure.
Yeah.
Okay, Reuben, let's start with you. What is it that you are wanting to do?
Well,
Old boots.
yeah, I would like a new set of boots that I didn't find in this, craft store that I now know is
Not a craft store.
people's.
It's not anything now.
And well, I mean, it's an empty building now, but it's kind of slanted, I want that infrastructure checked. But I would like a new pair of sneaking boots.
Would you call them sneakers?
I would call them sneakers. I would
Okay,
absolutely
so,
call them sneakers. And maybe a new robe.
New robe. So let's say go to a magic store first.
Yes.
There is one in town that you would probably know about called the Janky Magic Shop.
The janky. Why does that sound non-inviting?
So you walk into the Janky Magic Shop, and by the way, y'all can pair up, stay together, whatever it is y'all want to do.
Go to the magic shop with him.
Y'all go into the Janky Magic Shop. First thing you see, it's a pretty big building. Like, this isn't like your normal magic shop where it's kind of small and there's kind of just little things here and there. This is a massive place, shelves on shelves. You look up, there is a skeleton hanging from the rafters. It's what you assume to be a fake dragon skeleton. It's kind of just been hung up.
Totally real.
This Taurus has been here.
There's the magic shop owner. His name is, I should have these notes ready, but I am bad DM.
At least you have a sense of humor, unlike this Reptar guy. We're gonna get along so well.
Okay, his name, he said, he greets you, he says, "Hi, I'm Bribble Studs. What can I help y'all with?"
Bribble?
Bribble Studs! It is nice to meet you. I'm Moors. This is my friend Reuven. He's looking for something to help him sneak.
Sneak stuff. Let me
That sneaks.
Cool stuff that sneaks, not squeaks. He's got to be quiet.
Okay, well, feel free to peruse. There's the discount section over there. While I look for stuff.
We need no discounts. I have the coin. Give me the best of what you got.
Discount magic.
I mean, it is the janky magic shop. Would you like anything, my big fat fellow?
Maybe something to make you thinner.
A snack? A salad? Maybe some more, bedazzles for your axe?
Maybe we could get the Janky Magic Shop owner, whose name I already have forgotten,
Bribble
to tell us what is in your jar.
Ooh, yes. So I have this canter that I found in this undisclosed location that had no label.
Good cover.
And I am not a magician by any means, nor am I a chemist, and don't know anything about what's in this bottle.
Did you give it?
It's alchemy.
He pops the cork on it, smells it a little bit. He says, "Oh, this is a healing potion."
Ooh.
Really thought he was just gonna down it right there.
This is like a moderately strong one. You can mark down a cure moderate wounds potion.
Can I show him my new dagger and see if he can tell me what it does?
Ooh, yeah, he's got
Yeah, he
some
can.
etchings.
He can spend just a minute identifying it.
You should probably learn what the
He
ones
tells you
on
it is
the
a
sword are.
+1 dagger.
Oh, yeah. So I also got this great sword that I got from this guy that decided to be a ghost, not by anybody else's choices but his own, that has etchings in it as well, if I could get you to maybe translate that.
Yeah. Are you wanting to like trade it or something?
Just more so understand it.
Because it doesn't look like you can use it.
Yeah, well, it's as tall as I am, but it was more of it was a gift.
Okay, and he continues to identify this great sword. It is a +1 great sword.
Can you really not use it?
No.
Oh.
Do you know how this works?
You know
I
what?
didn't think I gave him.
Well,
my
I mean,
great
anybody
sword.
can use any weapon.
I thought
He
I
just
gave him my
He
dagger.
wouldn't be good at it. No, you tried, and it burned his hand, and he dropped it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right, 'cause
it
he's-
hurt. I didn't
he's
like it.
silver.
So, I guess if you have the attire that I'm looking for, maybe we could perhaps make...
So I don't have much on attire per se. Of course, I have magic clothing items, but like just as far as if you're wanting to change your look, I'm not really your guy.
No. We're in the same boat.
Okay, so I do have a couple items. He comes back. He's like, I have your everyday protection ring. It's a low level protection ring. I've got these boots right here. They make it a little easier to stealth. I have. I'm looking through my notebook here to make sure I've got all these items labeled and descriptions with them. He goes, I've got this little bottle here. If you pop the cork, it smokes for a while until you put the cork back in. Creates like a big fog screen if you're into that sort of thing. I have this ring here that makes you go invisible for a short time.
I'll take it off.
Well, hold on.
Oh, there's more?
He said, I have these gloves here that make you just a little bit dexterous. You two seem to be more of the dexterous type, so that might be worth looking at for you. He's like, I got this cool crown that can let you teleport every so often. I got this dagger here that whenever when you get into a fight and you stab things with it, he said it kind of gives them a little bit of poison. But it's magic, so
It doesn't run out of poison?
correct.
Neither do I.
Fair.
Also, I have some more boots, and these boots allow you to sort of short teleport anywhere where there's shadow or if it's dark outside. Those are all things that would kind of be.
Okay.
What was the item that makes you invisible?
It was a ring.
Ring. Yeah. We'll take it off.
Okay, I'll have to do some math here.
How's 5,000 gold?
No.
What?
So, if you wanted to take it off, it would be.
By the way, you can't wear all these things at once.
I know.
Okay.
They're not all for me.
Oh, I understand.
I'm not the only one going on this fucking trip.
What do you say, big guy? Do you need the ring of protection? In case you get hit?
You want the crown? You'd look cute as a fairy.
A lot smaller, a lot different than what you're used to, you know?
Probably a lot more approachable.
It's true. We could work on your image a little bit. He doesn't have anything for clothing, but Bribble's a pretty good guy. This is the first time we're meeting him, but...
Bribble seems real nice. He talks more than
Thank
you do.
you. He said, and y'all will be excellent patrons because nobody ever comes in here and spends this much.
Yeah, Bribble, apparently we're shrewd negotiators.
So that will be a total of
5,100.
75,500 gold.
Good lord. How much did I have from,
You're supposed to keep up with that.
Well, I mean, we haven't really ventured into the whole money spending thing just yet either. So I know I got everything that I got off of Andrin.
That would have been a total of 10,000.
10,000.
Plus whatever else you would have had, or anybody else would have had.
All I'm really interested
We had a crap ton, did we not?
is the gloves, the
I
dexterous
thought you
gloves.
said we did.
I think Albus has
I don't
money.
remember.
No,
Yeah.
no, not Drock.
Yeah, I don't remember.
The Rowdy Rebels.
I don't
You
remember.
said they had like a crap ton.
It wasn't 75,000.
Oh no, I thought you said 7,500.
No.
Oh, 75,000?
Yeah, see, that's
Yeah,
what I
with
was
all
thinking.
those
If it was
magic
7,500, I would have went ahead and got it all.
With all those magic items, 75,000.
Yeah, you need to pick what you want.
Alright, so
You want Snickers.
I definitely want the
He said I
stuff.
could take that sword and trade.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was a gift, it's not anymore.
No contest. I still have the horse. I'm fine.
That'll knock it down to, we'll just say an easy 65, just because, sort of like a...
He likes round numbers. Bribble's a round number
Who
guy.
is a brown number guy? All right, so
He's like, when y'all are buying a bunch of things, I can cut a little bit off.
let me do the gloves of dexterity, the boots for stealth.
Sneakers.
Did you
Sneakers.
want the boots that let you short teleport in the shadows, or just kind of help you stealth?
Just the stealth.
So that was the...
Hey, hold on. Let's ask Big Man here. The terrain on Mount Camford.
Camford.
What is a pretty dark place all the time?
Is the sun out a lot?
Is it sunny? Do we need sunscreen?
I don't want to walk
You
outside
said-
during a full moon and get a
You said the
moonburn.
one that helps you stealth, and what else?
Stealth, the
Dexterity
gloves for
gloves.
dexterity, and possibly the ring of invisibility, depending on your outrageous ass magic prices.
Just the first two is 10,500,
Huh?
and
Hold on.
Don't worry, we'll go ahead and get this ready because this is how we used to do things.
sorry, I'm just looking for the...
Wasn't the king supposed to help us on this shit?
Yeah. Hey, this is all getting charged on the
Invisibility
King's
was,
tab.
Another 8. Oh, yeah, I don't think... No.
It was worth a try.
Whoa.
So,
Hey, can I roll to
Ask him again. Ask him again how much it was.
How much was it?
for what?
All of
All
it.
of it. Said 75,000
75,500.
with the trade-in of the great
Trade-in
sword.
65.
Can I roll to bluff him to put on the King's tab?
I'm not going to let you have almost 100,000 worth of magic items.
Okay.
Y'all are level 5.
What are you rolling for?
I'm going to approach the table, and I'm going to use Intimidate, and I just rolled a 26.
Okay. Well,
Are we sure that price can't come down?
he's like, well, they said I could bring it down to maybe 50. It's sort of like a bundle.
Like 50 gold?
50,000. If we're still talking about everything here.
Ah, got you, Bribble.
What about
I got
just
you.
for the items that he named off?
That was the gloves,
The ring, the
boots,
boots,
and the ring.
Yep.
That's 18.5. I could probably do 15,000.
Gold.
So, the 10,000 that I have in gold, plus the 10,000 trade-in value for the greatsword.
Okay.
We'll take it.
What?
Shut up.
Can I roll to sleight of hand? I have a pair of gloves. Can I try it? Switch his gloves with mine.
Which is what?
Switch his gloves for
Can I sleight of hand his gloves for mine? Or try it?
His gloves?
No.
The ones that he didn't buy.
Bribbles.
Oh no, he bought them.
Yeah, I got
No,
I
he
got the
bought the
stealth
gloves.
boots, the gloves of
Well, this
dexterity.
transaction may not have happened yet.
Why would you?
Because he's just gonna be like,
Can I
I'm gonna be
slide-
like Ruben.
Can I slide my hand, Bribble?
Yeah, what are you trying to...
I'm trying to... My old gloves, because I have a pair of gloves in my
Okay.
inventory. I want to try and trade them.
Without him noticing.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if you don't roll good on this and you get us kicked out before I can buy this shit.
If I just rolled so good for intimidate and got that.
There aren't any more gloves other than the ones he bought.
Okay, so he's already. This purchase has gone through.
Get the ground.
Get the ground.
Get the ground. It's for teleportation.
Huh?
We put
The
on the princess
crown,
over
you
here.
could use it.
I don't have another crown to
Yeah,
swap it with.
so to be clear, he is looking through a book.
Oh, so there's not there. We aren't physically.
Like he's not
looking
got
at
all these items.
He don't have them laid out, and he's just like, I have this, I have this, I have this.
Okay, well, 10,000 gold plus the 10,000 trade in for the greatsword for the gloves, the boots, and the ring.
Okay.
Which would leave me, what, 500 change? Well, no, because you said 18.5, that would have been 20, so...
It was 18.5.
Mm-hmm.
He said he could do 15 on it.
Right.
Give you
So it gives
10,000.
you 5,000.
Yeah.
Give you 10,000 on the trade-in.
Mm-hmm. And 5,000 out of my purse. Because I have 10,000 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So
now
it
I
leaves
have-
him with 5,000.
I have 5,000 gold. Okay. And I got these ones, and these ones, and that. Okay, so big guy, how big are your fingers? Because your stealth sucks. You're getting the gloves of dexterity.
Actually,
because
no, it doesn't.
you trip often.
Actually, no, it doesn't.
You got a ring of invisibility.
I got the ring of invisibility. I got my boots to make my stealth better.
You have plus 5
Your
yourself.
sneakers?
And keep in mind, you're calling me big guy, but right now I'm of medium size.
You're
So
still
you're
bigger
saying-
than me. I am 5'5". I am an elf.
So you're the same size as us now?
I'm 6'7".
Sit, bro. You're still a foot and a half taller than me.
He's a big guy, but he's like normal-esque.
Ask my
So there
ass.
was the ring of invisibility, the
Yes.
gloves of dexterity,
Yes.
and the stealth.
How much of plus dexterity are those gloves?
Those gloves. Plus 2.
Plus 2 dexterity. Cool. And then the duration of the invisibility from the ring.
Ring of invisibility.
You know it by turns or by seconds,
That
minutes?
is. Oh, there's so many things for me to look for.
While y'all are handling
Okay,
this, I'm
that
walking to
is-
the blacksmith to have my axe sharpened.
That is.
Oh, you don't do that yourself, huh?
It allows the wearer to turn invisible at will for up to 10 minutes.
Dude, that's a long time.
Yeah, well, dude, I could fuck shit up
And
in
it's a
10 minutes.
minute per round, right?
Around 6 seconds.
6 seconds
Yeah.
per round.
God.
So 6 seconds plus.
Alright, so you go get
Almost
your
entirely
axe
every
bedazzled.
combat
I'll hold on to the
will be
ring.
around-
He's getting the gloves and I'm getting the boots.
100 rounds.
We'll see what you got.
What
Big.
else?
We're after we're done at Magic Shop.
Unless you ever want to buy something.
No, I do want to follow him to the blacksmith because I do want to get some weapons made. Well, we'll see what they cost.
We follow Gargantuan to the blacksmith.
Okay.
I'm just there to get my
Thanks,
axe
Bribble.
sharpened.
It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, he'll do that for
Yeah.
a gold or two.
Yeah.
With him intimidated.
Bye,
No, he'd be
Bribble.
like, I got you. Don't worry about it. And then you got me over there in the background like, want to sharpen some ninja
I'm
stars?
assuming we'll just say out of the old party group, I had like
Yeah.
1,000 or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Look, I'm just saying, the king said he was going to help, and I don't know where he's
He's got a
helping
couple
at yet.
gold to
True. He could have gave us an advancement. I would like to talk to the blacksmith.
Okay.
What's his name?
I hate y'all. His name is Bert.
Bert! Buddy Bert!
Bert the blacksmith.
Bert the blacksmith. That's a great name. Suits you well.
So like this half orc kind
sound
of
like a
guy.
car
With the tusk.
I want to
Where-
roll.
the
I want to
big
roll
heavy-
for sleight of hand. He's got a dagger that's black on black. I want to trade my silver one in for it. Just not let him know.
Bert the blacksmith. What do you got? What are your wares that you have
dagger.
to
My
sell?
wares. Okay, so
Because youth has the
what
wares
kind
that
of?
you
I
have.
mean,
the
I've got
coin.
all sorts of your regular weapons around.
Well, you see, Bert the blacksmith, I'm kind of a ranged guy, okay? You see, I got these 2 crossbows. They're a little bit big and bulky. I was wondering maybe if either you have some or I get them commissioned repeating hand crossbows. Got anything like that?
I don't have anything like that. I'm not.
Okay.
Bows and stuff isn't really my forte.
Alright, Bert the blacksmith. Do you know whose forte those items would be? Their forte.
Are you talking about crossbow or hand crossbow?
Yes.
Because I like make the tips for crossbow bolts and like the arrow, like the bolts themselves. But
Alright, Bert the blacksmith. I think I have the wrong man here.
well, it's nice to meet you all.
Thanks, Bert. I'll be back around soon.
Bert, could you put me in the right direction of who would make bows?
There's a magic shop called the Janky Magic Shop.
Yeah,
He
see.
might have some like
doesn't wanna have
weapons
to
like
come
that
up with
for
another-
you.
Yeah, well, see, that guy's prices are outrageous. He's extremely proud of
Well,
his
I mean,
stuff.
if magic is what you're looking for, magic's not cheap. Magic, at least magic items.
Bert, these guys don't know.
Yeah, Bert, we just met Bribble. Bribble's a great guy. He's like you, Bert. Great guy. Little bit expensive, but it's understandable for the things that he sells.
Did you look in his discount section?
We didn't. We should have.
Mister, I got the coin over here.
Is there... What the hell is a person that makes bows called?
I really,
Is there
really
an archery store
I
here?
really badly want to say Fletcher, but I'm pretty sure that's not the correct thing.
No, a Fletcher's the guy that makes the arrows.
I think a Fletcher. You know what? I'm not going to sound stupid on this video.
Fletching is what goes on the end of the arrow.
Correct, but I don't
with
think. I
feathers.
think that I want to say fletching has something to do with animal skins.
No.
All right.
But I could be
That's
completely-
tanning.
Yeah, you're talking about tanning.
Either way.
I would like to see Bowboy.
Oh boy. Okay.
Who's your local archer dealer?
Oh, there we go.
So above the table, because of time constraints, I have an item at the magic shop for you.
Oh, okay.
Go see Bribble!
I like to go back and see Bribble.
Ask for the discount section.
I was assuming you were going to ask him if he had
Well,
anything.
Bribble didn't seem like the kind of guy that would have what I need.
After a $75,000 price tag, I was kind of turned off
He
anyway.
didn't show y'all everything. He just showed y'all what.
He didn't show us anything.
There was
He
a
opened
whole
the book.
section of discount stuff we didn't bother to check out.
Well, that, and he only showed you what y'all asked to see.
Bribble.
Stealth things.
And what you didn't know is those boots, an identical pair of those boots were in the discount section for 12 gold. The exact same boots are in the discount section for 12 gold.
Bribble, good to see you again. Hey, Bribble, we just got done with Bert the blacksmith, talking to him, getting ready for our trip. Had to sharpen a
Yeah, he
couple
makes some of
things.
my weapons for me occasionally.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Just like you.
I buy them from him occasionally and give him a little bit of,
He's 100% fired
Magic.
from the loot base. We're sending him straight to the
Bribble, as you can tell, I'm kind of a ranged guy. You see, I got these 2 hand crossbows here. I was wondering if you have anything that might be similar to these.
I do. And he goes in the back and he pulls out this pair of hand crossbows. He goes, these look like normal hand crossbows, but they're enchanted with, basically whenever you shoot it, it magically, I don't want to say recocks itself, but it shoots twice.
He's got the fast reload perk.
Yeah.
Like you shoot it once, you hit the trigger and you shoot it once, and then it automatically does it by itself again.
Bribble, that is exactly what I'm looking for. I knew you were the man to come to.
Oh, I didn't have a pen.
What do those cost, Bribble?
Well, the original price tag is $6,000. But y'all have already spent quite a bit of gold with me, so we can negotiate.
Well, that's fantastic, Bribble. I appreciate that you're an honest man. And what is that price tag starting at that's not 6,000?
We'll say 5,900.
That's a discount?
15.
Well, I have to start somewhere.
How about we trade
hold
in
on.
your other hand crossbows, bud?
Yeah.
God damn.
What can I get these lightly used hand crossbows traded for?
He's like, these. Is there anything special about them?
You know, they have taken quite a few lives, Bribble, to be honest with you. Still in lightly used condition, of course. But you haven't added your magic touch to them, which I know how good you are, Bribble. So, I mean, the
Can you
value,
just fucking roll for like persuasion already? God
the
damn.
value that you can increase these to, astronomical.
Correct, but I have to put the labor in the magic.
But it's a good thing that you love it so much. You don't mind to do
Correct,
that.
I do
Doing it
love it,
again.
but still,
So, what can I get for my used crossbows, Bribble? Anything?
maybe like 20 gold. I don't.
20,000? 20,000, Bribble? You're such a generous guy.
No, that's 20 gold.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm a little bad with numbers. Okay.
Roll for
And-
persuasion.
And you wanted how much for yours?
Well, like I said, the original price tag was 6,000.
I see.
Again, y'all are loyal customers. Well, I would like to say y'all are the beginnings of a loyal customer.
We are returning customers for sure. Mm-hmm.
Just a few hours ago, yeah.
Yeah, so what is the new price?
The new price. I'll tell you what. He says I'll do 4,000.
4,000, Bribble. Bribble, that's a good price. That's a good price. How about... Hey, I don't... We didn't talk about how much gold I have.
I was going to tell you about 4.
Okay, about 4. Okay. Copy that. Yeah. All right, Bribble.
So if he only gets one of them, it's 2,000, right?
All right, Bribble.
If I want to be honest with you, above table, the original price was 12,000.
Oh.
I'm just saying 6,000 because I want you to have these.
Okay.
Ribble is
What
very
hey,
expensive.
hold on. Before we keep going, what does Bribble Bribble, what do you have in the discount section? We forgot to look last time. Bert really recommended us.
Okay, so the discount section, if you go over there and look, is I don't really. These are items that I've taken in on trade. Don't know what they are. Possibly broken items. If I mess up with a potion, I throw them in there.
He's got a great sword.
So like it's stuff that I don't really like. I know that they're magical, but I haven't really identified them, or there might be something wrong or broken.
Got you, Bribble. I got you. Anything of note in there?
I don't know because I don't identify those things, or they're broken, or they're.
So I understand, Bribble. There as is.
See,
It,
if I were to identify it and then sell it to you, it wouldn't be the discounted part.
well, can you tell me like what they are? I can't. I want that one.
Okay, so there's an amulet.
Okay, amulet.
Hey, bedazzles for your ass.
There is a ring that is broken.
Ooh.
There is a
Wish Albus was here.
cloak.
A what?
There's a cloak that's kind of just like hovering there, like if you
Like
look at
Doctor
it, it's
Strange?
like been placed on a hanger, but it's like hovering off of the hanger.
That's kind of cool.
There is a wand that has been snapped, but it's like hanging on by the little wooden
Okay.
bits.
Wish Albus was here. I don't know much about that.
There is a pair of boots stuck to the wall.
Like nailed to the wall?
Nope.
No, that make you walk up. How much are those?
There is just it's just a wand. You know it's a wand.
Is it like black and with white tips?
No, you just know it's a wand.
Made out of wood.
It's a
Does it vibrate?
it's a stick.
Oh, okay.
There's a shield there.
Personal massager.
There is a pair of gauntlets there they're cracked.
Dodgy.
There is
It's brandy.
a bag. It's just like a little sack. There's a headband. There's a scarf.
Okay. Bribble, you said there was a bag and a cloak.
There's a lot more stuff over there, but yeah.
Okay.
You're kind of interrupting.
Can we do like a joint deal with those 3 things or 4 things? The 2 crossbows, the bag, and the cloak? What are we looking at there? I mean, the 2 things were discounted, so.
Okay, so the cloak, I have the price at 1,000, and the bag, you said correct?
Yes.
that.
Do some fighting today.
We'll just say that's. I mean, that one's pretty expensive. I don't know if you would want to, because it's like.
It's a bag of holding, right?
Well, it's as far as I know, it's supposed to be, but
It's a bag of air.
Okay. Dude, it would really suck if you buy this shit from Bribble. It's not
you
what
want to
you
hear
thought.
about the rest of the thing, or
Sure, Bribble. Give me the rest of them.
there is a necklace there. There is. I'll try to run through them real quick. There is.
You already came up with these. I don't want to ruin it.
Bracers. There's a set of gloves that look similar to the ones that you already bought.
Only 1,000 gold.
There's another broken one. There is a quiver with arrows in it. There is a second cloak, but this one's actually hung up. There is a sword. And then another set of boots.
Okay.
How much were the boots stuck to the wall?
Can we make perception checks on these things before we buy them to see what they are? We may know what they are.
Perception doesn't really
Discreet knowledge, you know.
tell you what things are
Okay.
as far as like magic.
Gotcha. Okay.
Those boots you were asking about. They are 1,500.
Give me the boots.
Okay.
Alright, Bribble. Because I like you, how about we do the 2 crossbows, I'll trade mine in, and the cloak. 4,000.
Okay. Tell you what, yeah.
He said
We'll
okay.
do that.
Grab it, run!
I shake his hand as quickly as I can. I get him to sign the paperwork. The title's mine.
Reptar, get the door!
We run out, and there's just like the dust off of us hanging there.
So you can look this up in the future. Those crossbows are, they have this speed quality. It's essentially exactly what I told you. They're normal hand crossbows, but whenever you fire, it fires twice.
Okay, so do.
Yeah.
Double
First
tap.
fire.
Yeah, first fire.
I got sticky boots
What about the cloak?
and stealth boots.
Do I have to attune to it to learn what it does?
You'd have to attune to it or attempt to identify it. Or...
Put it on and see if you can make sparkly circles in the sky.
What is that a reference to? Okay. Alright, thanks, Bribble. We'll see you again.
Probably not. Thanks.
All right. So, what else?
I guess we'll go back to the blacksmith and get Goldilocks' fucking bejeweled axe.
Okay.
I'd already paid for that.
Yeah,
So that was
you already got it
done.
It
sharpened.
doesn't
Okay.
take long, so, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it doesn't
you-
take long.
So you
but he
don't
doesn't
sharpen
do
it yourself?
That's what I said.
Interesting.
Honestly, it's probably not even a couple gold. It's probably a couple silver.
I just went ahead.
It's a big axe.
I throw Bert some extra that
Okay.
way. He keeps me in tune.
Bert appreciates that. Bert's a nice guy.
Yeah, Bird the blacksmith.
You know, he knows I'm a repeat. He knows
What
how to
else?
take care of me.
A strongly worded letter to the king because he was supposed to have with our resources.
Do we need anything else before we get this?
Just keep your
going?
receipts. I'm good.
Okay, I think we're ready to set on this adventure. Are you ready, big guy? Do you have everything you need? Have you said like your prayers and like wished your family goodbye and everything?
Eat your Wheaties or a couple salads.
Let's go.
All right. Well, that is the end of today's
Thank God.
session. Next session, we'll be heading to, I'm assuming, the journey to Camp Fort, where a lot of interesting things can possibly happen. So, thanks for
Fantastic.
coming.
I have no idea what that voice was, but I fucking love it.